The canals of Venice have become as clear as streams thanks to the absence of tourists and much reduced traffic due to Italy's quarantine measures to tackle the coronavirus outbreak. You know, I saw a pod of whales when I was coming in, over the bridge. Fewer ships, cleaner water. It's not pollution or the sewage, people, it's silt that is stirred up every time a boat passes through the shallow canals. That's not saying the canals aren't polluted and practically a cesspool. Just go take a look at a stream in the woods after a heavy rain. It's muddy because it's moving faster and has stirred up the dirt along with washing silt into the stream. Go back a week later and it's back to its normal level and perfectly clear and slow moving. How many skeletons are visible on the bottoms? Our quarantine coincided with a 20 miles per hour reduction on all our highways. It's insane how much cleaner the air is right now. I really hope that people take notice of all these improvements. Coronavirus is the new climate change warrior. Just because all the shit has settled to the bottom doesn't make the canals clean. This is the same thing we do in sewage treatment plants inside the clarifying tanks. I wonder how many cameras and phones you can see at the bottom. Sort of like the skies over China when they were on lockdown. Sort of stunning to see the NASA images. Will be interesting to see the US images in a couple of weeks. Deleted. I was in Venice visiting in 2006 I think. Tourists absolutely destroyed that city. All of the parts of the city which had the smooth sloping entrances into the canal. Trash and McDonald's bags were lapping up onto the concrete shore. It was disgusting. Well, you don't have those guys digging sticks into the bottom to push tourists along. Probably helps with the clarity too. 502, bad gateway. So coronavirus is Mother Nature's response to us. This kind of makes it a bit grosser to contemplate. Its natural state is somewhat water-like. Hopefully Venice will see that limiting visitors is a good idea. The fire marshal rules about how many people are allowed in a room are there for a reason. Of course, this means only the rich will be allowed to visit Venice. Humans, are we the baddies? I don't doubt that it is cleaner. The absence of boat traffic churning up the sediment probably plays a bigger role in the water's clarity. Gotta love how in the midst of this whole pandemic, the one benefactor is the environment. Really shows how much of a stain humanity is on nature. I saw a pod of whales coming over the bridge. In the Hudson. Fewer ships. Cleaner water. When I visited Venice I saw a lady pick up her dog's poop with a plastic bag and immediately throw it in the canal. Couldn't believe it. Look at how quickly we can turn this world around if we all work together. It is weird how a pandemic is giving humanity a glimpse into a beautiful world without humans to ruin it. We're seeing the sun break through the clouds, what our streams and air could look like. I wish people would notice and carry that dream on into the time past this emergency, but I think that pollution and travel with double down when people are able to move around again. The Ganges can only pray. Wonderful. Let's get rid of all people. This probably isn't the thread for this, but anyone think that we might come out stronger and more compassionate humans after all this? Removed. Yes, with all this decrease of pollution I have heard some species are on the way back, heard a dodo was spotted. The coronavirus is the misanthrope's dream come true. The world telling us it needs a break. It's not you, it's me. It's almost as if the absence of human beings is really good for any environment. This reminds me of when Cap tells Natasha he just saw a pod of whales in the harbor. I love how nature happily fixes itself when humans stop polluting it. I hope people see this and maybe continue to stop polluting well after the pandemic is over. What are the chances that if all the world has to quarantine for a week/month or more, some random drone is going to find the real Atlantis due to clearer waters? If this happens in Chicago, you'll be able to see old boats and hose at the bottom. Isn't that from sediment being kicked up and less from pollution? Pollution is so low in these days, and you know what's funny? That people will not appreciate the clear water and the fresh air. After this cows everyone will come back to their lives and pollution with them, and no one after 2 weeks will remember how the clear water of Venice was. Deleted. We are the virus on Earth. Not pollution that's gone. It's just not sediment being constantly stirred up, that's all. The murk is back on the bottom. Somehow, this deeply warms my heart. Finally, some good news. Not all bad news. And we will learn nothing from this. No dead bodies yet. How are tourists making the water dirty? Why even say it like that? In 2005 they shot Casino Royale and it had scenes in Venice and the water was very clear. So, how is it the water was clear then and also now but not in between? I wonder how many phones are now visible. I saw whales in the Hudson the other day. Damn, nature gets pretty sweet when humans aren't fucking it up. Hey, maybe now I can see where I dropped my phone. Who would have thought that something can heal when you get rid of the parasites it carries? Some small part of me is deeply hopeful that the temporary slowdown this virus is causing will help people to see how much better things could be if we made different choices at a societal level. Wow, that is remarkable. Maybe it's time to start filtering that water and switching to electric drives for the boats to maybe retain some of that clarity. Imagine tile art panels on the bottom that you could see as you navigated. Would be amazing. This is simultaneously the best and worst time to get all your bucket list traveling done. This is total bullshit, people, don't be so gullible, man. Face palming. Just goes to show ya that the world would be better off without us. We are the true virus. Holy shit, everything is becoming clean. China's air, Venice's water, maybe, just maybe. This is nature's way of cleaning itself. LMAO, aren't the canals the sewer system though? All these shutdowns are showing how fixable a lot of environmental problems are, and once it passes, the businesses will go right back to what they were doing and saying they are trying their best. Partially referring to what China's shutdown has revealed. Mafia are sweating right now. So many bodies will be seen. It might have to do with the fact that those historical buildings built on stilts aren't connected to any sewage treatment system. No shit. I hate Trump/Republicans so much. If karma was real, only people who voted for Trump would get sick. This is an interesting way to resolve climate change, some kind of sign, maybe. I love coronavirus now. Breaking news, when you stop polluting, there are less pollution. Life finds a way. https://youtube. b/dmjq3ha9 maya. Still polluted, it's just resting on the bottom. Let's see them drink it. I wonder if some kind of government-funded economy pause that lasts like 2 months every year, where all businesses and basically all pollution-causing things are halted for 2 months per year to give the Earth a refresh, would help the planet. Less PPL, better planet. Maybe this virus is a blessing in disguise in order to clean up our planet altogether. This is the silver lining. We all need to wake up. Amazing what happens to the planet when people just go away. It's beautiful outside without any people stinking up the place. What's really unbelievable is that there's still anything living on the bottom. That shit's like the Thames normally. Amazing. I love Venice and hope to go back someday. Should we? Easier to see the sharks now. I remember a few years ago being there on holiday and saw a tourist on a gondola dip her finger into the water. And taste it. Are there sharks in the canals? Is shit still flowing in those channels? It was brown as the Jersey Shore when I visited in 1996. I am waiting for the Roman and Silk Road discoveries. It would be fascinating to see what the world would look like if humans completely disappeared for like 2 years. Someone needs to do those slide before and after pictures to really show the difference.